Now we're going to go to our GMA cover story as we get ready to turn our clocks back to Sunday and gain an hour of sleep. Ariel Recife joined us with why they're the push to end the time change and how it impacts our health. Good morning, Ariel.
Hey, good morning to you, Michael. I think all of us could use a little extra sleep right about now, but some sleep experts say given the challenges of the pandemic, it's time to scrap that time change altogether.
It's almost time again to turn back the clocks. But the end of daylight saving time made more complicated this year with many parents working from home.
Can you come make me lunch?
And millions of kids virtual learning.
In the afternoon and early evening, just to have that extra light is really important for everybody.
The Singer family of New York says the time change is one more major disruption.
My daughter is affected because she goes to school in the dark and she comes home in the dark. Just like a lot of people are going to work in the dark and they're coming home in the dark.
The American Academy of Sleep Medicine says shifting to and from daylight saving time has been associated with sleep disruption, mood disturbances, and even increased risk of fatal crashes. This at a time when sleep issues, anxiety, and depression are already on the rise during the pandemic. Now, the Academy recommending scrapping the seasonal time change altogether.
Standard time is actually most in sync with our internal circadian rhythms. And why that is so important is because those lights give us cues and tell our bodies when to do certain things.
For decades, some states like Arizona and Hawaii have kept the clocks the same year-round, citing the benefits of consistency. And as the pandemic persists, Florida Senators Marco Rubio and Rick Scott proposing a bill to do the same nationwide through November 2021. The Singers say in the meantime, they plan to make the best of it, trying to see the daylight at the end of the tunnel.
I just try to keep it status quo, and as long as parents don't make an issue about it, the kids won't feel it as much.
And experts say try to ease yourself and your kids into this time change. So over the next couple of nights, move bedtime by about 15 minutes later. You should be in better shape by Sunday. Michael.
All right, Ariel, thank you so much for that. And Dr. Jen Ashton joining us now. And Doc, I look at it on the surface. I'm excited about the extra hour sleep. It sounds great, but there can be real health consequences to this hour change.
Yeah, there can, Michael. And by the way, when I was a resident and an intern, I wasn't too excited about having to work an extra hour. So it goes both ways. But there have been studies, there are reports in the medical literature. A recent study by the NIH found that about 150,000 Americans have negative consequences to daylight saving time. Anything from heart attacks, stroke, accidents, change in their mood. Remember, this is an association. It's really all about that crossover between biology and social life and how it affects our circadian rhythms.
So how can people prepare themselves for the time change when it does come?
Well, I think like Ariel said, you do it gradually, ideally. So maybe the next time you start a month in advance, not just a couple of days. But then there are other things like getting more exposure to morning light, which is really, really important. Eating lightly, heavy meals at any time of the day can kind of make those circadian rhythms more unbalanced. Minimizing our use of screen time or technical devices, and then just awareness, being aware of changes in our mood. This can really affect people, and I think it's important not to dismiss those changes.
And if you have a light that mimics sunlight, does that help?
It can, that phototherapy, but we have to remember these can really be medical devices. So people with moderate or severe symptoms should consult a healthcare professional before using it. It can cause headaches and eye strain, but absolutely it can be helpful. Otherwise, pick up those shades as soon as possible.
All right, Doc, sounds good. Ariel said go to bed 15 minutes later. I'm going to bed an hour earlier. That's my plan. All right, Doc, thank you so much.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.